Right? Let me record this session. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Everyone, can you see my screen?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Can you see now? Hmm?
Sir.
Yeah. Can you see
Sir.
my screen? Yeah. Okay. Nice. So, yeah. So I think we completely know what is instance variable. Okay. So what is the purpose of instance variable? So what is the scope of instance variable also we know, right? And what are the rules and regulations we need to follow while creating instance variable and while accessing instance variable also we discussed. Right, guys? Yesterday class. Okay. So now we'll go for static variables, guys. Okay. We'll go for static variables. So if you see the previous, yesterday class, okay, what is the class name we have taken? What is the example we are taking, guys? Student class, right? Student class we only, right? Come on. What is the example we see yesterday?
Student, sir. Class student.
Yeah, here is the student class. Okay. Instance block, static block, student block, something. Okay, the constructor. These are the details we have taken. Yesterday we have taken student ID, right, and student name, student mobile. Okay. So now hope you people understood. Okay. Out of these, okay, what are instance variable and all? No. Okay. Now we will discuss one more time. So student, let's suppose we are taking Gayatri College as a college name, right? So on top of that, what is the university? JNTU is a university. Okay. So out of that, what we have taken CSC as a branch name, right? Under CSC, how many students we have? 60 students we have, right? So all the 60 students belongs to whom? CSC branch. Belongs to which college? Gayatri College, right? Belongs to which university? JNTU University. Okay. Let me write all those. On top of that, what guys? How to define college name? Sorry, university name. Come on, tell me how to define student name, university name. What is the attribute?
String.
Come on, guys. String.
University name.
Okay. Come on. String university name, right?
Yes, sir.
String university name, right? Next one. String
College.
college name, right? Next. String branch name. Okay. String branch name. So among these, we have student ID, student name, student mobile number. Okay. So what we discussed, guys, yesterday, what is an instance variable? The value of the variable is varied from object to object. Such a type of variables, we need to declare them as a instance variable, right? We need to declare them as a instance variable. Now, static variable. Static variable means was the value of the variable is not varied from object to object. Okay. So we need to declare such type of variables as static variables. Understood? Come on, guys, everyone. So instance variables means what? The value of the variables is varied from object to object. Varied means different. Okay, unique. So, but here static variables means what? the value of the variables is not varied, just not varied from object to object. Okay, such type of variables we need to declare them as a instance variables, sorry, static variables, guys. Okay, static variables. Now let me take this one. I'm taking only this class, guys. Okay, I'm taking only this class. Yeah. Static variables, right? What is static variables? Come on, tell me.
The value
If the
value of variable
value of variable is not varied, right?
not varied
From
one
object to object. Okay. Such type of
variable
variables
static
we
variable.
need to declare them as static
variable.
variables. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. So how to declare them? How to declare them? Okay. For static variables, for static variables, we need to declare by using static keyword. Okay?
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Understand? If the value of the variables is not varied from object to object, such type of variables, we need to declare them as a static variables. Okay. Now, if you take, okay, here, what is the example? Class student. Okay. This is the class I have taken. Here, how many variables we have? 6 variables we have. So among them, tell me guys, which variables are varied from object to object? Varied from object to object. Student ID, student name, student mobile. Okay. So now, tell me. So let's suppose if I create, okay, objects, right? If I create objects for this, let's suppose we have 60 objects, right? 60 students means we have to create 60 objects. Okay. So like this, how many objects we have to create? 60 objects we have to create. Okay, guys. So let's suppose, let me create only 3 objects. What is the student ID here? 101. Okay. What is the student name here? Sorry. Yeah, student name. Tell me, guys. Let me write here. Guys. Okay, I think we cannot change it. What happened? Come on, guys. Yesterday we discussed, right? Student ID, student name,
Student name.
Vignesh. Okay. Student ID, student mobile number, something. Okay. So these are what, guys? These are what? Unique for each and every object. Okay. Unique for each and every object. So these are what? Instance variables.
Instance variable.
Now tell me, these are what? Instance variables, right?
Yeah.
Each and every object have separate copy, right? Yesterday we discussed. Come on, everyone.
1 and 2.
Sir, 102
Next
Jyoti.
one. 102.
Jyotika.
Something called Triveni. Next one, the mobile number. Okay. Okay. And this one. 103. Right. Sweta, the mobile number. Right. Right. So these are what, guys? These are what? Instance variables. Why? So these variables are varied from object to object. Okay. So now, if you see university name, college name, branch name are what? University name, college name, branch name or what? It's not
Static
varied from object to object. These are common variables for all the students, right? For
Yes.
Vignesh also the college, university name, college name, branch name is same. And even Triveni also university name, college name, branch name also same. For Sweta also university name, college name, branch name also same, right? So these three variables are what? Common for each and every student. Okay. So common for each and every student. Okay. So these three variables where we need to create now. Okay. Can we create as part of instance variable? No. These three variables are what? We need to create them as a static variables. Understand? So in case of instance variable, for every object, a separate copy will be created, right? But in case of static variables, a single copy will be created at class level and shared that copy by every object of that class. Understand, guys? Now, what happened, at class level, okay? At class level, tell me, what is the variable names? University name, right? Come on. University name. What is the university name here? University name. University name. Let's suppose. University name. Let's suppose JNTU. Okay. JNTU is what? University name, guys. Okay. What is the next one?
College.
College name. College name is what, guys? Something called Gayatri. Okay. Next, what is the branch name? What is the branch name, guys?
CS.
CSC. Okay. Take like this. These are the values, guys. Okay. Okay, understood? University name JNTU, college name Gayatri, branch name CSC. Okay. So these are what? Static variables. Why we need to declare them as a static variables? Because these values of this variable JNTU, Gayatri, CSC is not varied from student to student. For every student, okay. So university name, college name, branch name are same. Okay. So now for this student requirement, we need to declare university name, college name, branch name as static. And this one, student ID, student name, student mobile numbers are what? Instance variable. Understand? The above one are static variables. The below three are what? Instance variables. Understand, guys? Let me add here. These are what? Static variables.
Static variable.
Static variables. Okay. These are what? Instance variables. Yesterday also we discussed. Okay. So now, okay, the static variables where it will create at class level will create, guys. See, for instance variable, a separate copy will be created for each and every object. Understand? Instance variables are a separate copy of instance variable will be created. Okay, each and every object. That's what yesterday we discussed, right? But at class level, static variables. Okay, in case of instance variable, for every object, a separate copy will be created. But in case of static variable, a single copy will be created at class level and shared that copy, okay, by every object of that class. Understand, guys? Now, a separate copy will be created at what? At what level? Class level. A separate copy will be created. Now, this copy will be shared to each and every object, guys. Understand, guys?
Yes, Anush.
Like this. Okay? So, at class level. Okay? So, let me write those points. Then you can remember. Let me write here. Okay. Come on. In case of instance variable, come on, variable, separate, come on, guys, for every object, right? Variables for every object, a separate copy of instance variable will be created, right? But in case of static variables, come on, in case of static variables, a single copy, right, will be created at class level, right? Single copy will be created at class level and shared that copy. Come on, guys. Share that copy
Every object.
by every object, right?
For every object.
Share that copy to every object. Understand? Every object of that what? Of that class. Okay, remember, instance variable. Instance variables means will be created at class, at object level, guys. Okay, for each and every instance will where it will be created, guys, at object level. So that's what yesterday we discussed, right? Instance variables are called what was object level variables. Okay, so for in case of instance variable, for every object, a separate copy of instance variable will be created, right? But in case of static variables, a single copy will be created at a class level, okay? And that shared that copy to every object of that class. Understand? So we no need to create university name, college name, branch name, each and every object, guys. Understood? Okay. Why this university name, college name, branch name is what? Common for each and every object. Okay. So why we need to create university name, college name, branch name, each and every object? Understand? Come on. See, if you create means what? If you create variable in object means what? You need to allocate memory. Come on, guys. So let's suppose now, if you see here for Vignesh object, okay, student ID, student name, mobile number. For these three, what? Student ID is what? Integer, and student name is string. Okay, mobile number is long. For this, in order to store these values into memory means what we need to have? We need to allocate memory. Come on, everyone. We need to allocate memory, right? For this object also we need to allocate memory, and for Triveni object also we need to allocate memory. For Shweta object also we need to allocate memory. Like that, how many students we have? 60 students we have. For 60 students we need to allocate memory, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's suppose if you take this university name, college name, branch name also as part of this object, but these three variables also we need to allocate memory, right? For how many times? 60 times we need to allocate. Understand? So But here what is it required? Why these one or two, I mean student ID, student name, student mobile, we need to allocate memory because these are varied from student to student. Understand? These are different values from student to student. Of course, we need to allocate memory because what these values are different. Okay. But if you come university name, college name, branch name, these values are common for entire 60 students or unique?
Yeah, yes. Unique.
Unique. Common for entire 60
Varied,
students.
varied.
Okay, not varied. Common for entire 60 students. Right. So if these values are common, okay, so why we need to create as part of instance, right? Just create at class level, okay, and share all this data to entire all the 60 students. We'll create one copy at class level instead of multiple copies at instance level, and we'll share that copy to entire all the 60 objects. Understand everyone? Clear?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yeah, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the static variables where it will be created at class level will be created. Okay. At class level, single copy will be created, guys. Okay. Will be shared all these static variables to all the objects. Okay. For that class. Right. So for that class only, right, we can create objects. Come on. For student class, how many objects we can create here? 60 objects we can create. Right. Because we have 60 students. Right? So for this class, for student class, how many objects I need to create for this requirement? 60 objects I can create.
Sir.
Okay. For all the 60 objects, I can say, okay, these static variables. Understand? For Vignesh object also, if you say what is the university name, you will get JNTU. Okay. If you want to access college name, you will get Gayatri. If you want to access branch name, you will get CSC. Right? For Triveni object also, by using Triveni object, you want to access university name means what we will get JNTU only. College name means what you will get Gayatri only. Branch name means what you will get CSC. Right? So for like that, for all the 60 students, okay, if you want to access this university name, college name, branch name, what you will see out end of the and you will see only JNTU, Gayatri, CSC. Understand? Why? This is we created these variables at what? Class level. Okay. By using static keyword. By using static keyword. Okay. So if you use static keyword means these variables where it will be created at class level will be created. Okay. A single copy will be created. Okay. Static variables always will be created at what? Class level and single copy will be created. That single copy of the variables will be shared to all the objects of that class. Understand, guys? So, how to declare the static variables? We need to, come on,
Static keyword.
we need to use static keyword, guys. Okay. So, okay, static, but I cannot add it, right? I cannot modify. Okay. So, let me take here. By using what? Static keyword. Come on. Static, right? Let me copy here. Right. These are static variables and student ID, student name, student mobile, and what guys? Instance variable. Okay. Understand? Okay. Static
Yes, sir.
variables. Now, so what is the purpose of static variables? We understood. Okay. So how many copies of static variables will be created? Also, we understood. How many copies? Only one copy will be created at the class level. Understand? And share that copy to every object of that class. Okay. Up to now, understood, right? Completely. Come Come on,
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
Yes,
Understood?
sir.
Yeah. So now someone is saying something. Who is that? Someone is saying good morning, right? Okay. No. Okay, guys. No. Come on. So now what we need to see, what is the scope of, okay, what is the scope of static variables? Understand? Now what we need to see, what is the scope of static variables? Okay. Static variables will be created at the time of class loading and destroyed at the time of class unloading. Okay. Hence, the scope of static variables is exactly same as the scope of class file, guys. Understand? Come on. Okay. Now scope. Okay. Come on. Static variables will be created at the time of class loading, guys. Okay. And destroyed at the time of class unloading. Okay. Hence, the scope of static variables are exactly same as class file. What does it mean? What does it mean? Okay. Static variables. Let me write. Right here. Come on. So static variables will be created at the time of class loading. Instance variable when it will be created, guys?
Creation of object.
Yeah. Instance variable will be created at the time of object creation. Okay. Will be destroyed at the time of object destroyed.
That's
right?
right.
Here now for static variable. That is what instance variable scope. Now static variable scope we are talking. For static variables will be created at the time of class loading and destroyed at the time of class unloading. Understand? Hence the scope of static variables are exactly same as class file. Okay. So what is the scope of class file? Okay, the same scope, okay, we can apply for static variables also. Why static variables? Where it will be created at class level will be created. Instance variable where it will be created at object level, instance variable is created. So what is the scope of instance variable? Exactly same as object scope. Here, what is the scope of static variables? Exactly same as class. Understand, everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. No. Okay. We'll see. No. Okay. Fine. Everything is fine. But here what we are saying, static variable will be created at the time of class loading. Right? So when the class is loading, understand? When the class is loading, we need to see, guys. Okay. So come on. So now here we have to remember all these below points. Okay. Please, okay, please listen carefully, guys. Now, tell me, so what will happen? You write one Java program, okay? You wrote one Java program. So after that, what you will do? You wrote one Java program. After that, what you will do? In order to execute that program, what you need to do? Come on, you need to compile the Java program, right? You need to compile the Java program. Okay. After compilation by using javac command, okay, what you will see? After compilation, what you will see? JVM will see. Yeah.
Right.
After compilation, what you will see? Dot class file.
Dot
Okay.
class.
Dot class file.
So you will receive one dot class file. That is called what? Bytecode.
Right.
Okay.
Good.
The dot class file. So yes, we compile and we received one dot class file. So after that, I need to execute the program. I need to execute the program. What I need to do? What I need to do? Come on. In order to execute the program, what I need to do? We need to run the JVM, right? We need to run the Java program. in order to run the Java program means who will run, guys? JVM will run. We need to activate JVM. Okay, by using what? Java command. There is a Java command, right? Java space class file name. Class file name, guys, here. Okay, the dot class, right? The dot class file. Remember, initial classes already we discussed it, right? Come on, everyone. Hello.
Yeah, yes.
How to run the Java program? Let's suppose in the student class, okay, we are discussing about the student class, right? In the student class, example I'm taking. Here what I have, public, static, void, main, right? We need to have, right? Otherwise, I need to execute this class. Means what I need to have? Public static void main method also we need to have, right?
Yeah.
Why? From here only execution will start. Okay, execution will start. Let me write here some simple system.out.println s dot out.println something, right? Okay, just I want to demonstrate right here. Right. So what I'm main method has been called. Let me write like this something, guys. Okay. This is what main method. Okay. Let me take up to here. I need to pass. No. Okay. Yeah. Let me take here this example. Come on, guys. Yeah. So now, so this is the class I have, class student. Okay. So first of all, I need to execute this class. What I need to do now? I need to compile this class. Okay. After that, once compilation completed, you will receive dot class file. Which dot class file you will receive? Dot student dot class, right? Student dot class file you will receive. After that, what I need to do? I need to execute this program. How to execute? I need to use JVM. So what is the command, guys? What is the command? Java file name. What is the file name? I mean class name. What is the class here? Student. Right? Here you need to enter. Okay. What you need to do? You need to click on enter. Okay. So this is what, okay, to execute Java program. This is the command, right? Now what will happen? Okay. So when you execute Java program, what will happen, internally? Okay. First step. Remember, guys. What we need to do, first of all, okay, start the JVM. We need to start the JVM, right?
Yeah.
Start the JVM. JVM will be started, guys. Okay. JVM will be started. So after that, okay. So what JVM will do? JVM also what? Kind of Java program. Understand? So when you use Java command and class name, which class name you want to execute? Student class. So that's what we need to provide that class name. Java space student. Okay. So when you use this command internally, JVM, there is a JVM. Okay. JVM also what? Kind of Java program only. Understand? The Java program will execute. Okay. Start the JVM. JVM will be started. So after that, what JVM will do? Okay. JVM, okay, will, JVM, understand? Will create, remember guys, okay. JVM will create, okay. What it will do? JVM will create one thread, main thread, guys. What is the thread name? Main. Understand? JVM will create one thread. What is the thread name? Main thread. Okay. JVM will create one main thread and okay, it will start It will start the main thread, guys. Understand? First of all, start the JVM. After JVM started, JVM will create one main thread, okay, and it will start the main thread. Understand? Main thread created. Understand? Start main thread. Okay, we will see. Don't worry as of now. Okay, we will see. So while discussing about multi-threading concept, how to create a thread, how to start a thread also we will see. Okay, once you create a thread, you need to start. Then only the thread will start executing. Remember this as of now. Okay, once you create a thread, okay, you need to start the thread. Then only thread will start executing. Understand? So what JVM will do? JVM will create main thread, guys. What is the name of the thread? Main thread. Understand? And it will start the main thread. Who will start? JVM will start that main thread. One thread created by JVM, right? And the thread will be started. Okay, fine. So what is the job of this main thread? What is the job of this main thread, you know? So the dot class file we have given, right, for JVM. Okay, this main thread will locate, okay, the dot class file. Locate, locate what? Dot class file. Now, what is the dot class file here? What is the dot class file here?
Dot class
Student.
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 Student dot class. Here student dot class. Okay, understand? Locate dot class file. It will see where this student dot class file is located. Understand? Because we need to start, right? We need to execute this Java program. So which Java program? Student dot class file. Understand?
Yeah.
Here we have entered, right? Java space student. Okay, student is means what here? Dot class file. Okay, so JVM only knows dot class file, guys. Okay, we no need to discuss. Already we discussed it, right? Multiple times. Now locate dot class file. Which dot class files? Student dot class file. Understand? Okay, so after that, what it will do? Yeah, it find the student dot class file somewhere in C drive. Okay, something called Java. There is a folder. There core Java is a folder. There, let's suppose if you have a student class file. Okay, from there it will locate where the student dot class file is available. Come on, everyone. Okay, if that student dot class file is not available, what you will get, guys? Class not found exception we will get. Understand? Already we see these things. Come on, everyone. That time also we see, right?
Yes,
While
sir.
executing Java program by using command prompt.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So now it will locate where the student class is available. Okay. To find the location, right? That is the third step. Now, after that, what it will do? Execute main method.
Hey, Indrava.
Execute main method. Understand? Come on. Execute main method. Okay. After that, what is the fifth point? After executing main method, sorry, I think, yeah, student class, right? No, yeah, yeah. First of all, locate the dot class file, right? So after that, what it will do? Load, okay, load the dot class file. Here, what is the dot class file? Student, student dot class. Load that dot class file, guys. Okay, so what it will do? Load dot class file. Okay, where it will load? Into JVM. Understand? Who will execute? JVM, right?
JVM.
So it will load the dot class file by using what? Okay, class loaders. By using class loaders, one of the class loader. Okay, JVM will load the dot class file into, okay, in JVM. Okay, understand? It will load the dot class file. Which dot class file, guys? Student dot class file. Here we are talking about student program, right? So student dot class file will be loaded into JVM by using what? Class loader. Okay, remember. Next, after that, what it will do? execute main method, guys. Execute main method. Okay. After executing main method, what it will do? Now loading, right? After that, unload dot class file. Okay. Here, what is the dot class file? Student dot
class.
Okay. So after that, once unload, okay, unload, what will happen? Next one, terminate main thread. Terminate main thread. So what is the next step? Last step? Shut down JVM. Understand? Shut down JVM. See, these are the 8 steps, okay, involved, guys. Internally, by loading Java class, what will happen, all these 8 steps, okay, will be involved, okay, internally. Okay, see, when you use Java command to run the Java program, okay, all these 8 steps will be involved. Okay, first of all, what it will do? First of all, it will start the JVM. Okay, once you start the JVM, what JVM will do? JVM will create one main thread, guys. JVM will create one main thread, and after that, the main thread will be started. Understand? We'll start the main thread. Okay. So what is the job of this main thread? Main thread, okay. In the main thread, what is the logic it has to execute? Understand what is the job of this main thread? It has to locate the dot class file. So which dot class file you provided for JVM, right? By using Java command, that dot class file, it will locate, guys. Okay. So once it find that dot class file, okay, if it is not able to find the dot class file, you will get class not found exception. Understand? Come on, everyone. If you found the dot class file, after that, what it will do? It will load the dot class file into JVM by using what? Class loader. Okay, we will discuss while discussing JVM architecture. We will see in detail. Don't worry. By using class loader mechanism, JVM will load that particular dot class file into JVM, guys. JVM memory. Understand? What is the dot class file here? Student dot class. Come on, everyone. Okay. After that, what it will do? Once class is loaded into JVM. So after that, what it will do? It will execute main method. Understand? It execute main method. It will see in the class, the dot class file we loaded, right? So this is here, student class, student is the dot class file. We hand over the student dot class file to whom? JVM. So now JVM has to execute. JVM, from where it will start execution? Come on, where it will start execution? Come on, guys. From main method. Okay, in the class, JVM will see, is there any main method or not? Yes, we have a main method. From main method, okay, from main method onwards, execution will start. If the main method is not available, what we will get? We will get runtime exception, runtime error. That time we see, okay, can't find main method like that. Come on, everyone. Already, I think we spent 1 hour on this. Okay, no need to discuss again. Okay, JVM will start. JVM will see, do we have any main method in that particular dot class file? Yes, we have a main method. Okay, now JVM will call this main method. Right, here JVM means what? Main thread. Okay, JVM will create main thread. So main thread only doing all these activities, guys. Understand? Main thread only doing all these activities. From where? Where to where? From here to here. Right? Here to terminate main thread. From 2 to 7. Okay. All these activities who will do? Main thread. Understand? So main thread will call this main method. Understand? So here, from here only, right, the execution will start. So once main thread completed its execution, okay. Understand? Once the main thread completed execution means what? Java program execution is completed. Understand? After that, what it will do? Unload .class file. The .class file is loaded, right? The .class file is now unloaded, guys. Come on, everyone. So we loaded .class file and we executed main method. As task is completed, again unload the .class file from the JVM. Understand? So after that, what it will do? JVM create with one main thread, right? The main thread will be terminated, guys. To perform these activities, JVM created one main thread, right? The main thread will be terminated, guys. Understand? So finally, what it will do? Shut down JVM. Now we started JVM. Finally, shut down the JVM. Understand? Come on, everyone.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So these are the 8 steps involved, guys, internally. Okay. When you execute the Java program, these 8 steps will be involved. Okay. Don't worry. We will see how to start a thread, how to execute a thread. Okay. Everything we will see. Okay. But as of now, just remember these are the steps involved. Okay. While loading class, guys. Understand? While executing class by JVM. Okay. So here, this is the class. Okay. One main thread will be created. The main thread, what it will do? Okay. All these activities, main thread has to do, guys. So main thread is also what? It's kind of Java program only. Okay. Main thread only it will locate, which I mean that's the .class file what you provided where it is located. After that, it will load that .class file into JVM memory by using class loader mechanism. Once the .class file is loaded into JVM memory, it will find where is the main method. Why? JVM knows only main method. If you have multiple methods, JVM doesn't know any method, guys, except main method. Okay. So now the main method will be called. Who will call this main method? Main thread. Understand? Main thread will call. What is the thread name? Thread name itself main, guys. Okay. The main thread will call this main method. JVM will create one assistant, guys. Instead of JVM, hey thread, I created you. Just go and execute. Okay. This class. Go and execute this class. Who created? JVM will create one assistant. What is the assistant name here? Main thread. Okay. So main thread will take all these responsibilities, guys. Understand? So the locate the .class file, and after that loading the .class file, after that executing the main method. Okay. Executing the main method means what? Calling the main method. Okay. And after that, once your main method execution completed, okay, it unload the .class file. Understand? All these activities who will do? Main thread will do. Okay. Once the task is completed, or main thread is created, right? JVM will terminate that main thread. Understand? The task is over. Okay. Now there is no need of main thread. Okay. JVM will terminate that main thread. Okay. Once main thread is terminated, finally JVM itself shut down. Understand, everyone? Come on.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
these are the 8 steps internally. Okay. It will perform, guys. Okay. When you run the Java program. Now, here you tell me when the static variables will be created. When the static variables will be created. Static
While
variables will be
loading,
created at the time of class loading.
Class loading.
Okay. When your class is loading here, right? Here,
Yes.
static variables will be created, guys.
yes, sir.
Understand?
Yes.
Right. Static variables creation, right? Here static variables created. Okay, now when the static variables will be destroyed, guys, unloading, right?
Mm,
Unload the
Dot
dot
class
plus
file.
file. Static variables. Come on, destruction, right? Understand? When the static variables will be created, when the static variables will be used, right? Okay. At the time of class loading, all the static variables of that particular class will be created, guys. Okay. So when the static variable will be destroyed at the time of class unloading. Okay. Who will load dot class file? Who will load dot class file? As a programmer, we need to take care of all these activities. As a programmer, we don't need to take care of all these activities. Okay. Internally, all these activities who will do? Java people is doing. Understand? While executing Java program, these many steps, okay, Java people is doing, guys. Okay. Who will load this dot class file? JVM will load. So for that, JVM will create one assistant. What is that assistant name? Main thread.
Right.
Okay. The main thread will load that particular dot class file into JVM memory. Understand, guys? So while loading dot class file into JVM, okay, all the static variables will be created. Okay. After that, what will happen once class is loading into JVM memory? The main thread will search the main method within the class. If it is found, then it will call that main method. Okay. So for every Java program, from where the execution will start? From the main method, right? Now, once the main method execution is completed, okay, after that, what it will do? The main thread will unload the particular dot class file which is loading into the JVM memory. Understand? Now, the particular dot class file also unloaded. So after that, what it will do? So there is no need of to keep this main thread. Already the task, the task which is assigned to main thread, okay, all the tasks are completed by main thread. After that, what it will do? It will terminate that main thread, guys. Understand? It will terminate that main thread. Okay, who will terminate? JVM will terminate that main thread. Okay, so after that, what we have? Only JVM. We activated JVM, right? We started the JVM, right? So JVM itself will be shut down. Understand? Everyone. So these are the 8 steps are, okay, involved internally, okay, while executing the Java program. Come on, everyone. Understood?
Yeah, understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here for entire this, okay, only see for entire this, the instance variable where it will be created at the time of object creation.
Object creation.
Okay. Come on. At the time of object creation, okay, instance variable will be created. Here in the student class, where you can create object,
Execute the main method after
main
the
method. From here only, program execution will start, right? From
Yeah.
in here, public static void main method. In the main method, if you want, you can create object for the student. Let's suppose student Triveni is equal to new student. I created one object. Understand? So now, when you create object, then only, come on, what is the instance variable scope? Object scope, right?
objects.
Instance variable will be created at the time of object creation. Understand? But static variable when be created at the time of class loading.
Class
loading.
Come on. So who will create first? Static variables or instance variable?
Static.
Come on, guys.
Static.
Who will create first?
Static.
Variables or
Static.
instance? Static variables will be created
Static
first. So here, entire this scenario, okay, there is no instance discussion here, right? Entire here, the 8 steps, there is
Yes.
no instance discussion here. Instance where it will come into picture. Okay, programmer has to create the objects.
Object creation.
Okay, who will create? Programmer has to create, right? So where it will create? One of the method he has to create. In this Java program, in this student class, where we can create. Okay, let me here. Here, I want to access, okay, this student ID, student name, student mobile. Okay, these are what
Okay.
student class. For this student class, we can create multiple objects, right?
Yeah, student.
We can create multiple objects, right? How can we create? Come on, student.
Student one.
Triveni, okay, is equal to new student. Come on, guys. Okay, I created one object, student. So by using Triveni object, I can access Triveni student ID. Come on, STD ID. What is that? STD ID, right? STD ID. Come on, guys. Next one, Triveni dot
Student name.
STD name. I can access. Next one, Triveni dot student mobile name, mobile, right? Like that I can access. Come on, guys. If you want, you can. If you want to see this data in console, you can put system.out.println. Right? Like this. Okay, guys. So now, see here, where I created the student object under main method. Right? Come on. Where the Java program execution will start? From main method. Okay. Under main method only, I created one student object. Just I want to see the Triveni student, student ID, student name, mobile number. So I need to create what? In order to access that, the data, what I need to do? I need to create Triveni object, right? Triveni student object I need to create. So I created one student Triveni object, and by using that object, okay, I can able to access student ID, student name, student mobile. Understand? So now here student ID, student name, student mobile, what? Instance variable. University name, college name, branch name is what? Static variable.
Static variable.
Okay. So first of all, which variables will be created first? Static variables will be created first. Okay. Later, instance variable will be created. Instance variable when it will be created, guys? When the object is created.
Object is created.
Okay. Object where we are creating under main method. Come on, right? Under main method, we created object. Okay. But after that only, this all the static variables already created. While class loading, when the static variables will be created, static variable will be created at the time of class loading and destroyed at the time of class unloading. Hence, the scope of static variables are what? Exactly same as class file. Understand? Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yesterday we discussed one thing. Here, student ID I have. So directly I want to access system.out.println of, okay, std id. Can I access like this? Come on. System.out.println of std id. Can I access?
No.
No.
No, sir.
By
It is an instance variable.
Instance where
instance variable. Then what will happen?
we need to create
method
an
is
object.
Instance variable.
Static.
Come on, tell me. Why I'm not able to access then?
Main method is static variable.
Main method is?
Main method
Static
is
variable.
static.
Come on, guys, tell me. Yesterday we discussed it, right?
Yeah.
In the static area, we cannot access instance variable.
Instance
Why
variables.
we cannot access instance variable in static area? Understand? Why? Let's suppose, okay. Like this I have, guys. Now, here we are getting one compile time error, right?
Right.
Non-static variables we cannot access in static area, like that somehow. Okay, there is a compile time error, we will see. Yesterday we discussed. Now, why we are seeing that one? Tell me, you guys easily can tell. Already we discussed it, right?
Because student IDs varies from object to object.
Then
Then we need to create an object.
that's
Object.
fine. How can we access? We understood. That's fine. Okay. What I'm asking here, if you want to access student ID in static method, so we will get some compile time error. Okay. It's non-static variable student ID can't access in static area, like that we will see. Why we are seeing that one? Yesterday I told you. Tomorrow class we will see why we cannot access instance variable into static area. See, already we discussed, right, that 8 steps. If you understand that 8 steps, you can happily tell this. Why? Actually, here what we are doing in the static, okay, area, main method, we are trying to access what? Instance variable. Okay, instance variable. See,
Since
in the
no objects are created, we
yeah,
cannot access.
yes, actually, here static area means what? The static method, when it will be created at the time of class loading. After class loading, the main thread will locate this main method. Okay, from there, it will call main method, right? So now, up to now, okay, JVM don't know anything about instance. Understand? Only static variable only created. Come on. See, who will call this main method? Main thread will call this main method. Before that, what it has to do? It will load the particular .class file into JVM memory. Understand? Come on, guys. See the 8 steps here. When the main method will execute start at 5th step. But before that, what it will do, the main thread will locate the .class file, student.class. After that, it will load the student.class file into JVM memory. Okay. When the static variables will be created at the time of class loading. Okay, in which step static variables will be created? At the fourth step, right? So after that, see, at the 4th step itself, static variables will be created. Understand, guys? So after that, what it is doing? It will call main method. Okay, up to now, okay, which variables are created? Only static variables are created. Come on, guys, in the memory,
Yes,
what are the
sir.
variables we have? Static variables only we have. Where? While executing this main method. Okay, which variables are there in the memory? Only static variables. For the static variables only, memory will be allocated. Okay. Understand? By that time, JVM don't know anything about these instance variables because instance variable not at all created. Come on,
Yes, sir.
everyone. So by that time, instance variables are not at all created. JVM don't know anything about these instance variables. Come on, understand?
Yeah.
While calling this main method. So that's why you are trying to access the student ID. What is the student ID? JVM don't know. It is not a static variable. Up to now, what JVM will know? Only static variables only JVM know. Because static variables are loaded into JVM memory. Created into JVM memory. Understand? Don't know anything about instance. There is no memory allocated for instance. When the computer will refer here, if you store some value into the computer memory, then only computer knows. Right? But until now, by this time, don't know anything about instance variable because for instance variable, there is no memory allocated. Understand? But here what you are doing, you are trying to access instance variable. That's why it is telling, okay, it will see is student ID. So what type of it is? It is not a static. So clear it will tell, okay, non-static variable we cannot access from instance area. I mean, sorry, static area. Like that, it will throw one what do you call runtime error. Understand, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Or guys, understand why we are not using instance variable?
Yes, sir.
Why we can't access instance variable directly from static area? Okay. So in order to access this one, what we need to do? We need to create. We need to create.
Object.
We need to
Object.
allocate. We need to allocate memory for this instance variable, right? So in order to know JVM, these instance variables means what we need to do? We need to create this instance variable, right? When you can create this instance variable? While creating object.
Object.
Okay. Now what we need to do? We need to create an object. Come on. Understand, everyone?
New student.
Then only these instance
Okay.
variables also will be created at the heap memory. The memory will be allocated for this object and as well as these instance variables. So after that, you can happily call by using
Instance.
by using this
Data ID.
instance only we can
Student ID.
access, right? std id.
ID.
Come on, guys. Understand, everyone?
Yeah.
Now you understood why we cannot access instance variable directly from static area?
Yes, sir.
This is the entire story, guys. Okay. To beyond that, this is the complete picture. Okay. Right. So now here, if you want, I can directly access system dot out dot println of, okay, just university name. Understand? System dot out dot println of what it is?
College name.
CLG name. Can I access or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Branch name.
Branch name. I can happily access the static variables from static area. Why? Already the static variables already created. Memory also allocated. Understand? Memory also allocated. I can happily access these static variables. Come on, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Just I'm writing valid, guys. Okay? Valid means what? There is no error.
Correct.
But here what? Invalid. Come on, right? This is what?
Yeah.
Instance variable.
Instance.
That's why it is a invalid. Now valid.
Valid.
Understand? Now I'm taking one more method. Which method now it is? Instance method. Method M1 I'm taking. Understand, guys? Just method M1 I'm taking. In this method, I'm trying to access system dot out dot println of, okay, println of which one? University name, and system dot out dot println of which one? Student ID. Now tell me which one is valid, which one is invalid, which method it is?
Instance.
Instance method. Tell me which one is valid, which one is invalid. From here, I'm calling this method. What is the method? Vignesh, right? What is the object? Vignesh. Vignesh dot method M1. I need to call, right? Come on. How to call the method? Already we discussed.
Yeah.
Method
Yes,
name,
sir.
right? By using object reference variable dot method name. What is the method name here? Method M1.
Method M.
Method M.
From the where the execution will start from the main method, right? Right?
Yeah.
So I want to call this method M1 also. That's why in main method I'm calling this method M1. Now tell me which one is valid, which one is invalid in the method M1.
All are
Huh?
valid. All are valid.
Why all are valid? See, this is what instance scope. So instance scope when it comes on the when it comes after static scope, right? Static scope, right? After static scope only instance scope will comes, right? Now here system.out.println of university name. University name is what? Static
Static.
variable. So static variable already created, right?
Yes.
Come on, everyone. Static variable already
Yeah.
created. At the time of class loading itself, static variable created. You can happily access the static variable here. Okay. After that, what I'm doing? System.out.println of student ID. Right. Student ID is what? Instance scope.
Instance.
Okay. So how can you call instance method? By using object reference. Right? By using object reference means what? You have to create object.
Yes.
Without object creation, how can you call this method? Right? If you call this method means what? You need some object. By using object reference only, you can call this method. Okay. So if you need object reference means what? You need to create object. Okay. So that when the instance variable will be created, well, creation of object.
Yeah.
Understand? Means what? Instance variable also will be created at the time of object creation. After object creation only, you are calling this instance method, right? So by that time, happily, instance variable also will be created. Static variables already created. Understand? So now, happily, you can access instance variables and as well as static variables. Hope you people understood. Come on, guys. Any
Yeah.
doubt here?
No, sir.
Let me write here. Okay. We're writing a lot of examples. Let me add here. Come on. Okay. This is one also what? Valid. Right. This one also valid. Okay. Now, understood, right? Complete static variables and instance variable, access and everything. Come on,
Yes.
everyone. Now we'll write few points, guys. We'll write few points. What are the points we need to write here? Now, so instance variable, where it will be stored, guys? Instance variables, where it will be stored? Come on, guys.
Heap memory.
Heap.
Heap memory, right? As part of object only, but object where it will store? In the heap memory. But here, static variables will be stored in method area, guys. Method area. Understand? We will see what is the instance area, method area, stack area. Okay, we will see a lot of other memories. Okay, in the JVM architecture. While discussing JVM architecture, we will see all these things. But as of now, just remember, static variables will be stored inside method area. Okay, inside method area. Whereas instance variable, where it will store inside heap memory, heap area. But here static variables, where it will be stored, guys, method area. Understand? Now, static variables, how can you declare?
By using static keyword.
Scope of variables. Scope of variables. I'm talking scope of variables. Static variables. Come on. Static variables will be
Stored.
declared directly within the class, but outside of outside of
Method,
method,
block,
constructor,
block.
and block. Understand? Same as
Yeah.
instance variable. Yesterday we see, right?
Yeah.
Instance variable scope. Here see where I'm creating this static variables outside
Within the
of
class.
within the class, but
Outside
outside
of.
of these methods.
Method.
See, we have methods, right? Even if you
Yes.
have a constructor, even if you have an instance block, static block also, okay, outside of all these blocks, okay, we need to create instance variable. Same as, sorry, static variable, same as instance variables. Yesterday we discussed it, right? For instance variable, the same way. Come on. Now, access. Come on. How can you access the static variables? Just now we discussed. Static variables can be
Using
accessed.
static keyword.
Can be accessed. No, I'm asking about access. I mean, static variable access can be accessed directly. From both. Come on. From both static and instance area. That's what we discussed, right, guys?
Yeah.
Here also we can access. This is what? Instance
Method.
area, instance method. This is what? Static area, static method. In the static method also we can access directly. For instance area also we can access directly. Understand? Come on.
Yes.
Next one. Next point. Okay. Static variables can be accessed. Okay, either by using object reference, okay, or by using, okay, by using class name, guys. Okay, by using class name. But it is recommended to use class name. Understand? But within the same class, okay, we can access static variables directly. Okay. It is not required to use class name. Understand? What are these 2 points? Static variables can be accessed either by using object reference or by using class name, but it is recommended to use class name. Okay. So here, what I mean to say, here we have student class, right? Here, how we are accessing this instance static variables directly, right? Directly, I'm referring just variable name, static variable name. Come on, everyone. So why I'm trying to access the static variables, okay, within the class only, right? Come on, guys. Where I'm accessing this university name here under
Class.
main method. Under main method means where this main method is there? Under student class.
Student class.
Within the same class, I'm trying to access. Understand? So within the same class, directly you can access university name like this. Understand? But let's suppose I have one more class here. Student. Class student I have. No, not student. Employee. Employee class I have. Right? So now in the employee class, I want to access this university name, college name of the student class. Understand? So we will see. Don't worry. We will see how to call one class variables to another class. We will see. Don't worry. Okay. Just I want to access this university name, college name, branch name. These are what static variables to whom? Student class. These variables I want to access from where? Another class. Understand? Another employee class. So by that time, okay, we need to use either object reference of the student class or directly by using class name. Okay, but within the class, you can directly access. Understand? We no need any object reference or class name. So here what I'm mean to say, here I'm trying to access university name, right? So what is the other one we have? Okay, guys, give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'm getting call from. Yeah. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now here university name we have. Like this, what we have, guys, system dot out dot println of I want to access what? College name. Right? For college name, directly by using class name, I can access CLG name. Understand? Test dot what is the class? Sorry, not test, right? What is the class name, guys, here? Student, huh?
Student, sir.
Student. Okay. Here, how I'm accessing this college name, this static variable by using class name. What is the class name? Student. Okay. Static variables we can access by using class name or object reference. But what is the recommended way? Class name only. Come on. Here, I created one object here, right? Student Vignesh, new student. So here, I'm trying to access Vignesh dot, come on. What is the other static variable, guys? System dot out dot, come on. What is the other static variable? Vignesh dot branch name, huh?
Yes, sir.
Branch name. Okay. So like that also I can access. Come on. Vignesh dot branch name. Understood? Here what I'm doing by using object reference. Branch name is what? Branch name is what?
Is
Branch name is
CSV.
what?
Static variable.
Static variable. So here I'm trying to access static variable by using object reference. Okay, I can happily access. Understand? I can happily access. Any doubt? Come on, guys. Here. The class static variables are what? At the time of class loading, static variables will be created at class level. How many copies of static variables will be created? Only one copy of static variables will be created. So all the static variables will be shared to all the objects, right? Come on. All the static variables will be shared to all the objects, right? So now Vignesh object, if you see the Vignesh object, so what are the properties Vignesh object has? Student ID, student name, mobile number,
Mobile.
and as well as university name and college name and branch name also. Because these three are what? Static variables. Will be shared to whom? All the objects. Come on. For next all the 60 objects, you can have university name, college name, branch name. Come on, guys. How can you access student ID? By using object reference, Vignesh.student ID. Why? The student object has this student ID 101, Vignesh, and mobile number. In the same way, this university name, college name, branch name also, who will contain? This Vignesh object can contain. Because what? These three variables to who, these static variables will be shared to whom? All the objects. Come on. All the object, the static variables can be shared. So by using this object reference, I can access this university name also, right? Because this university name, college name, branch name, already part of what? This Vignesh object. Hello? Guys, understand or not? Hey,
Yes,
unmute
sir.
yourself and tell me, understand or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's
Yes,
why I can happily access to whom? This branch name by using object reference. Come on. Okay, by using object reference Vignesh object, I can access student ID, student name, mobile number, university name, college name, branch name. Understand? Why? Because all these static variables also will be shared to whom? All the 60 students. So that by using object reference, I can access instance variable at the same time static variables. Come on. Understand everyone?
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
tell me. I don't know.
Yes.
So, మీరు ఏంటి ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటి మీకు అసలు జస్ట్ చెప్పడానికి అర్థమైందో లేదో చెప్పడానికి ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటి నాకు అర్థం కావట్లే ఓకే సో దట్స్ వై బై యూజింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ రిఫరెన్స్ ఐ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ వేరియబుల్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం స్టాటిక్ వేరియబుల్ బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద రికమెండెడ్ అప్రోచ్ గైస్ బై యూజింగ్ క్లాస్ నేమ్ ఓకే by using class name if we access static variables that is highly recommended. Understand? So why? Let's suppose I want to access only static variables. I don't want to access any instance variable. That is my requirement. So unnecessarily we are creating object, right? If you want to access static variable by using object reference means what? You need to create object. Okay. Object creation means what? Unnecessarily we need to allocate memory. Always object creation is costly operation in Java because what? We need to allocate memory. Unnecessarily, we should not create any memory, right? We should not allocate any memory. Okay. So by this time, just I want to access only static variables. Okay. So for that, I don't need to create any object reference, right? I don't need to have any object reference, right? Directly I can access the static variables, right? By using what? Class name.
Last name.
Right? So by this time, I don't need to create any object. I don't need to allocate any memory for that object. By using class name, I can happily create. Understand? Come on. So here also, in the what instance area. Here also I can happily create. I can happily access system.out.println of. Come on, tell me. What is the class name? Student, right? Student dot college name. I want to access. I can access, right? Like this. Come on, everyone. This is what? Within the class. Within the class, if you want, you can access static variables by using class name or object reference variable by using object reference, or else directly also you can access. Directly means what? Without using any class name and object reference. See here, I'm directly accessing, right? Come on. Here I'm not using any static, I mean, any
Class.
class name or object reference, right? Here also I'm happily accessing, right? Without using any class name and object reference. Okay. But outside of the class, if you want to access, see now, in the employee class, I want to access, okay, the student class static variable. How can I access? This is the employee class. In the employee class, let's suppose we have a something from employee class, we need to execute. What we need to do? Public static void main we need to have, right? Static void main method. Array ops. Here, from here, method execution will start, right? Now here what? I want to access student class static variables. How can I access? Student dot system dot out dot println of. Come on. Student dot college name. Understand? Here, I cannot access directly, guys. Here, I cannot access directly, like here. Understand? So, where we can access directly? Within the class only you can access directly. But outside of the class, if you want to access that static variable, okay, you cannot access directly. Definitely what you need either class name or object reference of that class. But what is the recommended? What is the recommended? Class name. Okay. Class name is the recommended, guys. By using class name only, you can access static variables outside of the class. Understand?
Yeah, yes.
Anyone, everyone understand, right?
Yes, sir.
So, why I'm not able to drag it down? Why I'm not able to drag it down, guys? Okay. I think first of all, I need to click like this, and only I can drag it down. Okay. Let me write that example. Okay. What we see here, just right here, paste. So, entire class I copied. Control C. Okay. This is what, guys, outside of the class. Okay. Outside of the student class, right? Outside of the student class access. Static variables access. Okay. Static variables access. These are what? Access static variables inside of the class. Okay. Tell me, inside of the class, how can we access static variables? If you want directly, you can access, or else by using static, okay, class name, by using class name also you can access, or else by using object reference variable also you can access. But outside of the class, always you have to access by using what?
Class name.
Class name. I think it is not copied, huh? Let me copy this one, please. Okay. Outside of the class by using class name or object reference also you can access. But what is the recommended way? By using class name. Okay. Don't worry. We will see how to access the variables from one class to another class also we will see. Okay. So we will not complete that discussion, guys. We will see further classes. But as of now, okay. So this is the what? Static variables. Okay. Now for static variables, okay. Let me complete, guys. Only few things are there. Let me add one more point here. What is the other point? Now, for static variable initialization, who will create, guys? Same, guys. For static variables, okay, we are not required to perform initialization explicitly. Okay. For static variable also, we no need to provide initialization explicitly, guys. Okay. Explicitly. JVM will provide default values. Understand? JVM will provide default values. The same, instance variable also same, right? Come on. Hello. For instance
sir.
variable also, we no need to
Yes,
provide.
sir.
Okay. So static variables are also known as class level variables. Class level variables. Instance variables also known as what? Object level variables. But static variables also known as what? Class level variables. Okay. And we use it to call as fields, guys. FIELDS also. Instance variable we use it to call as attributes. Okay. Here, static variables we use it to call as fields. Okay. But obviously, we are calling static variables and instance variables. Okay. So finally, I will give you one example. You tell me, guys. This is the final, guys. Okay. I need answer for this. That's it. So you understood, right? Completely static variables concept. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, tell me, guys. Okay. Same class we are taking, huh? Same class we are taking. Yeah. Tell me. Let me write this class. Class test I have, guys. Okay. Class test I have. In the class test, what I'm doing, I'm taking one static variable. Int x is equal to something called 10 I have. Okay. Static int x is equal to 10 I have. And after that, I have taken another variable int y is equal to, okay, something called 20 I'm taking. into I is equal to 20, I'm taking. After that, what I have? Public, static, void, main method. Okay, string args. I have one main method. Come on. In the main method, what I'm doing, you know? So I'm creating object of this test class. Test T1, okay, is equal to new test. Okay, creating object, guys. After that, what I'm doing, you know? T1 dot, okay, x. T1 dot x is equal to, okay, I'm adding 100 now. After that, T1 dot y also, I'm adding 200. Okay, so after that, what I'm doing, I created one more object called T2 for test class. I created one more object called T2 test class. Now system dot out dot println of, I want to print, okay, T2 dot, understand, T2 dot, okay, T2 dot x, this one. The same time system dot out dot println of T2 dot y, T2 dot y. Tell me what is the output here. Simple program, guys. Simple program.
T2 dot x equal to 100.
T2
T2
dot
dot y 20.
Dot 100.
T2 dot x is what, guys?
100.
100.
T2 dot x is 100.
Yeah.
100. T2 dot y?
20.
Shweta, 20?
Yes, sir.
Remaining people. Come on, tell me. Any answer is fine. So what you are thinking, you have to tell. That's it. Come on, guys. Vignesh, Rajesh, Surya. Surya there?
Yeah.
Tell me, Surya. What is the answer? Triveni, Sai Teja, Sai Harsha, Jyotika. Tell me your answers. Anything is fine. Shravani. Come on, guys. Sai Teja, tell me what is the answer?
200.
200. Yeah, tell me any. See, I want answer. That's it. Whether it is wrong or right, that is different story. Tell me the answer. 200, right? Surya? Surya,
Yes, sir.
tell me answer. What is the answer for T2.y? T2.x 100, T2.y?
T2.y.
Jyotika, tell me. Any answer is fine here. So what you are thinking, you have to tell. That's it. Jyotika?
20 is 32.5, I think.
20, yeah. What about remaining folks? Triveni?
My answer is not 20.
Rajesh also 20.
Yeah, T2 dot. Yeah, yes.
20.
20.
Triveni 20. Why 20? Sweta, why 20?
Sir, y is instance variable, no, sir. So, though new object is created, it will be initialized with the initial value only, sir. Since it is an instance variable.
Instance variable, then new object only inside with the default value only. Why here T2.x is 100, T2 T2.x is y 100.
It is a static variable, sir. It is modified in T1.x, no, sir.
Okay, understand, guys? This is answer is okay here 20 guys. Sweta is correct. Okay. Why it is? Let me explain you. Here. Okay. Let me write here example. Let me add here. Sorry. What is it? For static variables, we no need to provide initialization explicitly, right? JVM will always provide default values. Next one. So after that, what we need to do? Okay, let me write this example here. Just give me, okay, 2 minutes, we will complete. I know you guys are feeling hungry. Let me complete it, guys. What is the example we have written? Example. This is the example, right? So here 110. Now tell me now, okay, how many objects are created, guys, here? How many objects are created? Come on, guys. How many
Two.
objects are created? 2 objects are created, right? For test class, I created 2 objects. What is the first object? Reference variable name T1. Reference variable name T1, right? This is pointing to this one. Okay. This is what T2. This is pointing to this object, right? So now, tell me what I'm doing here. Okay. Static int x is equal to 10, int y is equal to 20. So which one is static variable? Which one is instance variable?
X is static, Y instance.
Y is instance. Okay. For static variable, what we need, what we discussed, guys. Static variables, what we discussed. Come on. A separate copy, right? One single copy will be created at class level. Okay. A single copy will be created at class level, and that copy will be shared to all the, come on, guys, all the objects. That's what we discussed, right? Okay, guys, come on. See, just now we discussed, you have not opened your mouth, means what I can do. Now tell me here. What is the static variable? X.
X.
Okay. X is what? 10. Okay. So now this X is what will be shared to all the objects. This object
All the
also, this X variable will be there. For this T2 object also, this X, this X variable will be shared. Why? This is static variable. So that's what we discussed, right? Entire class today. Okay. Now, tell me. Now, this is what? Y. Y is equal to 20. Come on. Y is equal to 20. Y means what, guys? Instance variable. So, instance variables means what? Separate copy will be created for each and every object, right? So, that's what we discussed, right?
Yes,
Here
sir.
what? Y is equal to, come on, 20. Right? Here also Y is equal to what? 20. Okay. Why I created test T1 and here also test T2. 2 objects I created. So that's what T1 also Y is equal to 20. T2 also Y is equal to 20. Everyone understood? Hello? Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Now see. Now what I'm doing here, public static void main string logs. From here the method execution will start, right? Okay. Now see, test T1 is equal to new test. I mean one object is created. Here, after completion of this line, what it will do, guys? One object is created, guys. This object is created. Come on. So up to now, which variables are created? Only static variable is created. So once you create an object, this test T1 is equal to new test, then only instance variable will be created. Come on. Okay? Guys,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Ah,
Yes, sir.
so y is equal to 20. One object is created. Test T1 is equal to new test. So one object is created. So what is the instance variable here? Y. So that's what y is equal to 20 created. After that, what I'm doing, guys, here? T1 dot x. By using T1, T1 dot x means what? T1 dot x means what? Instance, I mean static variable. By using object reference also I can invoke, right? For static variables.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now T1 dot x is means what? 100. So earlier what is the value? 10. Now I'm assigning to what? 100 value. Now here cross this 10. Instead of 10, what is the value now I am assigning? 100. Okay, fine. So what is the next step here? T1 dot y is equal to 200. Right? T1 dot y is equal to 200. So T1 dot y. Earlier what is the value? 20. Now what is the value? 200. I'm assigning 200, guys. Instead of 20, I'm assigning what? 200. Okay. To which object? T1 object. Right? I'm calling by using T1 reference, right? Come on, everyone. I'm calling by using T1 reference. That's what T1 dot y is equal to what? 200 now. Earlier it was 20. Fine. These 3 lines completed, right? Okay. Next, what is the next line? These 2. Now I'm creating one more object. What is the object? Test T2 is equal to new test. So here I created this object. Okay, this is what? T2 object. For T2 object, what is the instance for each and every object? Separate copy of instance variable will be created, right? So what is the instance variable here? Y. Y, what is the value? 20. Understand, guys? What is the value? 20. Okay. So now, after that, what I'm doing now? System.out.println of T2.x. So what is the T2.x now? If I try to print T2.x, what is the T2.x? What is the x value? 100. Right? X is what? Static variable. So what is the static variable now? 100. Because already I modified. Earlier it was 10. Now it is modified to 100. So this after modified, this value will be applicable to whom? All the objects. Because why? Static variables are only one copy will be created. These values will be shared to all the objects. Come on, guys. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
So that's what. Now T2.x means what? T2.x. What is the x value now? 100. So that's what I'm getting 100 here output. Now system.out.println now T2.y. So by using T2, if I try to access y value, what is the y value here? What is the y value?
20.
20. So that's what I'm getting 20. Understand? Why 20? Because here by using T1 object, I modified 20 to 200. Okay. This modification will be applicable to whom? Only T1 object. But this is what? T2 object. Right? For instance variable, a separate copy will be created, right? For each and every object.
Sir.
Right? So that's what by using T1 object, if you modify any instance variable, that value will not be reflected to another object. That value will be reflected to the same object. Understand? But if you modify by using, I mean, first, if you modify static variable by using T1 object, okay. So after that, if you want to access the same static variable by using T2 object, yes, you will get the modified value. Why? Static variables are created only one copy, that values will be shared to all the objects of that class. So that's why here T2.x is equal to 100, T2.y is equal to 20. Hope you people understood.
Yes.
Maya, tell me, guys.
Yes, sir.
Understand completely?
Yes.
Yes,
Today
sir.
class,
Yes.
what is static variables? Okay, how the static, I mean the class is loaded, internally what will happen, these 8 steps. Okay, Internally, what will happen when you load the class? Okay. So why from static area you can't access instance variable? Everything you understood, right? Today
Yeah.
class. Let me stop.